Strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. So now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's Murray from midfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Quan Williams. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Not today. 58, right over there. Yeah. 21. Here we go. Squeeze, double.
On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
One, Omaha.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 180. It's a party now.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
First down, 49ers.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Clinton McDonald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's got room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame.
Keeps the score, Niners 16, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the comment. Conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's bring it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Safe. Go.
1st down, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Like 50. Double dog. That's the way.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! You don't know no better.
Now Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Gold for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go, here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
So we got man.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Murray now, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for his tight end play. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd, 77 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you. 11. Rush in. General West. Hey, alert.
They will run again with Coleman. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50, the 30. And he cuts it left, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 78 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check pass, check. Go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check out route 61. Match box. Right.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the run. Kill.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D. Ford, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On the delay, here's Breida. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Here we go. 180!
Focus, defense, focus.
12.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
White.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
16 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
On the Army.
Two.
43.
2.
43. Check. 43.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent gain, 35 yards. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
54.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
1st down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I got you, son.
Here's Murray from midfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Tighten up. Look right.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And it's got Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Breida. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
50, Mike, 50.
12, here we go.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.